Our students, Brian Parker, the art teacher, back again with another video. And I'm speaking fast because I want to get to the drawing table because I've got something good. Now, you guys know that I've always been trying to make it easy for you to draw. I've always looked for the most simplest ways to make you see that you can draw, or to make it easy for you guys to draw. So with this video, I think I've got it about as simple as I can get. Just using these simple shapes, connecting them, you've got a drawing. So without further ado, let's get to the drawing table and start to drawing. All right, our students, welcome back to the drawing table. And I did not do my intro yet. I always do my intro at the end. So if I say what I'm saying now again, or if I already said it before, it's because I didn't do the intro yet. So I have no idea how the intro is going to go. But anyway, this video is about drawing, just like all the other videos. And the reason I did this is mainly because I was looking at some of my other videos, or one of my other videos, and I was reading the comments, and a lot of people were thanking me for showing how to do an easy way to draw the body. And I will put the clip of the video that I'm talking about right here. And another thing is, a lot of people were saying, I can't draw a circle. I can't, and mainly it was the circle. People were saying, I can't do the circle. But the crazy part is, everybody can draw. You might not be able to draw, enough to get your picture in the gallery or sell it for millions of dollars, but you can draw, even if that drawing is just a doodle or a rough sketch. And I think that's what people always say that they can't draw, is because they see somebody else's and it's like, no, I can't draw because I can't draw like that. But you can draw in your own way. And if it's something you really want, you'll put time and energy into getting it, or perfecting your skills, or just learning how to draw, period, and then draw better. All right, so I did this to show people you can draw. This is basically comprised of this, and these are just ovals. And people say I can't draw a circle, but let me get a pencil. I know where I have one. If you write like the word book, my ledge just broke. Come on now, I'm filming. B-O-O-K, that's a circle or an oval. Depends, if you write 100, you do more of I don't know which one you do, oval or circle for whatever number. But your name might have a letter O in it. But the thing is, people say, I can't draw. Anybody can just scribble. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then with a triangle, you can do the letter L, the letter F, you can, the V, the M, the W, so the pencil point. So you can't say, I can't draw. It's just all about taking the shapes and putting them together to make what it is you want. So if I take that and I take a circle just off the top of my head, and I do that, and I take another circle, and I take another circle, and another circle, and I just take a straight line, and then I erase this, and I erase that. Then I have some kind of, crazy looking bear creature thing, and I can, okay, so that's like the basic form of any drawing. You have your shapes there. Now, if you want to add detail, then I can give them like some eyebrows and put the center of the ears in. And detail is just more shapes, but it's more of a looking for shadows, that type of thing. Folds, wrinkles, observing how things go. And then you can just add more detail into something to make a better picture. But just drawing the basic form of anything is simple. And you need to stop beating yourself down saying, I can't, because you're programming yourself to not be able to do it, because when it's time to do it, you've already got that program that says, I can't. Okay, so if I do, I'm just going to do a small body. Here's another circle. Here's an oval. Here's another oval. Here's another oval. Here's another oval. Here's a small oval circle. And as I said, erase that stuff. put some buttons on the guy. Have a little V-neck. Well, the V-neck wouldn't come with the buttons. Short sleeves, some leggings or whatever. But the thing is, anybody can draw. Now, if I drew this enough, I could define it to make it look a lot better. I can, something like this to make it look hairy. And that's just more of observing stuff and watching other people and seeing what they say or how to do certain things. That's all detail is. So let's get to this. And then I will show you guys what I took, or what it takes to do this. So let's get rid of that. All right, so put him up. And then we're looking at this. As I say, all of these are just what took to do that, to do this, and just added detail. Like I said, the detail is up to you. I'm just showing you how to draw. This is the basics. So I'm going to turn it around here. So actually, let's use this guy. I was going to use those little pieces, but let's use this guy. I'm going to shift him over because I don't want to zoom in anymore. All right, so I've got this big oval right here, and I'm drawing with pencil. Usually I'll draw red, but since I got it, I'm drawing with the pencil. So that big oval right there. Then I'm going to put another one here, egg shape. Then I will take a circle and I will put it, let's put it up a little bit right here, right here. I'm going to draw through. I'm going to put another one right here. All right, so I'm going to put this, that upside down house right here. Let me get a center line. Put that upside down house right here. I can draw through if I need be, but it goes into the chest because this is going to be the chest and shoulders. So then I'll take that oval. There's an oval. Put it right here. Now the hard part is going to be not foreshortening, but I can't think of it. Well, a crooked line is going to be and it's about the length of the arm and is it proportions? I think proportions is the word I'm looking for. Getting the proportions right, that is the word I'm looking for. So we've got this oval here. We've got these, if I draw through, more ovals here. We've got this circle. And we've got an oval here. Another oval here. And then I've got a triangle down here. And of course you're not going to need this anymore. And I've got a triangle down here. And remember, whenever you do a triangle, wherever the wrist is, you cut it off. I mean, you can make it as long as you want, but where the wrist is, you cut it off. And then you put that hand right here, which is that shape right here, which is going to be a fist. So right off the bat, you have that basic form. So let me erase what I don't need. And so I drew through everything. I drew through just to make those shapes. I didn't draw through this. I could have, but I didn't. Just to get those shapes. Now from here, now we're going to get into detail. I can raise the head or lower the head to make it, what's the word I'm trying to think of? More dynamic, shall we say? I'll give you a quick example of that. If I put the head up here, it'll look like more like he's looking up as he's about to jump up towards you. But you lower the head, which means the camera angle changes. Let's see if I can find my eraser. Hello. This is about to run out of ink unless I was just, you lower the head. You can actually put it down into the back, not too far down into the back though. That way it makes it look like he's looking right at you. And he's kind of like pouncing at you, more of a coming down position, about to come down position, not so much of a up in the air position. So then you start to say, okay, I'm gonna make these arms look bigger, but I'm not changing the shape. I'm just adding new shape to this. I can say, okay, this needs to be a little longer, or this needs to be a little shorter, or it needs to come out a little bit more. But just with these, I have this. And it's very simple to do. Like I said, it's just knowing how to stack a shape on top of another shape, or turn that shape, or twist that shape to have your character or your form. So we're going to continue this. As you know, you have your neck. You're not going to see the neck. You're going to have the collarbone come out from there. And when you raise your arms, let me get this. I'm going to draw the oval. When you're standing straight in front of somebody talking, your collarbones are going to be basically flat. And this is why I don't use these pencils, because it just breaks and it's dark. But when you raise the camera, let's say that when you raise the camera above the person, or the person leans, the more he leans forward, the more that straight collarbone is going to turn into a V. So when you throw your arms back, they can only go back so far now. That's going to help that V become more sharper or more angled. So it's going to be like this, and it's going to should stop right in the center of this. So this is off. So if I'm going to do right, I'm going to put it right here in the center. And then you're going to have your traps come like this, because that's going to connect to this. It's going to kind of make a I don't want to say a diamond shape, but close to that diamond shape. Center line again, split that chest. Now see, this is a little long, but that's where you start. Once you get your form, before you put detail in, to help you not have to erase, you look at it and you say, okay, like I said before, this is a little long, that's too short, this is off, whatever. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring this down like that, and then I may put that arm back. Let's just put one arm back. Let's just do one arm. Remember, this is going to be in the center of that circle, wherever that circle is. So if I put that arm back, the more further back it goes, the more dynamic the position is. So it's going to be like that. And there are 3 heads in this thing, or three muscles grouped together in your delt. So my tricep is going to go back here. My bicep is going to come up here. And it's still that same shape, except the triangle, I'm going to make it fat right here. Give it some curve to it. It's going to be like that. So that chest is going to come down and around. You may or may not see lats, because the broad chest is going to cover that up. So it goes in, and then there's that back muscle. Comes here, and it's the same thing, center of this. All right, I had an abrupt phone call that took me some time to deal with. So we left off here. I'm just going to do one side, because I want to show you a couple things about this that you can switch around to make it even better. So we got the chest. The chest is going to be leaned down into the waist. So if the waist is going to be like way up here. So anytime you want to bend somebody over like that, don't have the waist start here. Don't have the belt line start here. The belt line is going to be up here, because he's going to bend over. I don't have anybody. I have this thing right here. This was sent to me. I had ordered something from Amazon. Not Amazon. I had ordered eBay. And it took so long that the guy said, I'm going to give you a free present. So he gave me this thing with no head, no hands, no feet. And I'm not going to use it. I'm never going to use it. I'd give it away to somebody who wanted it. Anyway, he doesn't have the upside down house. He has just this. I don't even know how much range of motion he has. So let's just say the top of the belt line is going to be like right here. So when you bend this person down, you're not going to see any of this other than the crotch part. So it all depends on how much you bend that person down. You may see some of this actual rib muscle here, depending on how much that person bends down. And you see this is more of a V shape also. So it's kind of like the more you bend down, the more V shape it is. And then his legs are open like that. So I guess if I position this guy like this, see, he doesn't have that kind of range of motion. That's why I say I'll never use this thing, because it's just, it's not something I ordered or nor needed. So yeah, the legs won't, yeah, well, man, well, go back without breaking. And then it's bent over. Well, I'm gonna waste my time because there's no much motion in this. Things like these are meant to be put clothes on, so you can, you know, have a little Captain America figure or whatever. You do that kind of figure. So yeah, see, all of this would have to bend, and it's not going to do right. So I'm not gonna waste my time with it. I showed you what I needed to show you. So if you, okay, we've got that. You got that muscle right here that goes down, which is, you know, nothing. You see that goes into the crotch. You got to have room for the man junk. And if you, let's clean this up. If you do a position like this, and you're going to see some of that leg, it's just going to be like this, that little triangle piece like this, shaped like this. You're just going to round it off with the foot. The foot goes. So this is how that's going to be. Same way if you do this leg. And I think, yeah, I do show some in here. So you would have to clean this up. And then it's going to round right here and then just go right up here, kind of like this little piece of triangle. Of course, you're going to do the shape of the foot. And that's about it. Bring it in for the knee, because this muscle goes out. Whenever it's bent, this calf is going to push up into this, and then whenever this is bent in, it's going to go out. Bring that knee in more squarish like that, and you've got it. Now, what I was going to show you is if I take this, and as I say, it can only go back so far. If I brought this up more and I put this, let's just say I put this back here, it's going to make it a little more dynamic. But when you put both of them up like that, it's, you know, like I say, it can only go back so far, but I'm just saying. So center, always in the center of this circle is where that collarbone is going to go, and that part of the delt is going to go. Delt, traps. I'm going to say center line, and you have like three pieces here. So this one goes up here, this one does go around the back. And if I put the arm back a little bit more, by drawing your cylinder, depending on how short you make that cylinder and how much of the opening you see, determines how far it goes back. So if I take this cylinder, which is pointed up, and I want it to go down a little bit, I will do this, and I will make it short. That means it's going back a little bit more. So I can do this. Here's my circle. If I continue that cylinder like this, and then I can put the other arm back, drawing that triangle first, or that cone first. Then you make it fat right here, and I give it a curve, and end it right there, and then put the fist. And you use that shape for the fist because the thumb is going to this and go around, and then the finger goes in like that, and you do that letter Y like that, and then you have a quick hand. Just give it a little more palm, make the wrist a little thicker. Erase this and this. Let's say your thumb is a square, goes around, and you turn that around into a Y. So it makes it a little more dramatic the more you bend it back. You know, look at the Spider-Man stuff. A lot of they push it to the limit with Spider-Man. So in this case, you might see just a little bit of lat. Same thing. That goes there. With the cone, depending on how much you want to see the leg. If you want the legs coming right to you, you have to do as what I say, the back circle. and the front circle, and you connect the two, erasing the part of the back circle. So if I wanted to bring this leg up more, I'd have the front circle here, back circle is here, and it's going to actually go up in to that. So if you're putting like shorts or something on them, or the superhero underwear, it's going to be like that, because that leg goes up into this, not the crotch, but the hip. Thank you. So this leg could be up. This leg is now up more, and it would be the same thing here. That piece of triangle there going to the foot, and then you just have to do your muscle, because your knee would be right about here. That muscle comes up into the knee, the other one comes up and around, and then you have this there. So there's ways of shifting your character to be more dynamic, to be less dynamic, and this is just something I wanted to show you guys. The main point being these are all you need for your form, and I didn't do anything except shape it up a little bit, put a couple lines in there, and then I have this. So at this point I can dress my character and make him whoever I want to. Another point is that I want to do real quick, use the back of this. If I take this shape, and I tilt it a little bit, and then do my upside down house center line, it's going to be like this, and curve, because this is going to be center. Legs, and the head. It gives it a whole kind of like done more of a it gives it a different feeling because it's twisted. How did the hand go? I had a hand like this. This one, I guess, if I did that, it would be more of a lean, more of a jump, because it's weird. Thinking about it now, if you try to jump and one part of your body is leaning and the other part is not leaning, it's just, I don't think it would go right. It would not. But for more dramatics, you can tilt the body slightly. You see, it'd be a jump, but he's tilting a little bit more. So you would have to, you could probably keep this arm back, but I would have to bring that arm forward, or you would bring that arm forward. And you kind of play with it, because, as I say, the hardest part to drawing, I think I put that video out. The hardest part of doing positions is to figure it out. No, I did not. I think that's the next video. The hardest part to doing is to, where you're going to put your arms to be, more dynamic, to make the thing more dynamic. That V goes in the center, and I would have to make this more of a front arm. I don't know. I had to give it some thought. But yeah, that's kind of, to me, that's the hardest part, is to figure out where to put the arms to make it more dynamic. So, because I had to deal with my phone call, I do not know how long this video was, because I didn't pause it. I left it running. So I'm showing 57 minutes, 46 seconds, which I know it's not. But since I'm running out of speaking air, I'm going to end this video right here and say thank you for watching. For all of those who watch, give me a thumbs up. If you don't feel like leaving a comment, just give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will know that this is a good lesson, and we'll keep it on YouTube for a minute, because I think the algorithm goes by how many thumbs up you get, not so much comments. They do check your comments, but I think it's more of the thumbs up. So just, reach down there to that button and just give me a thumbs up if you liked it and you enjoyed it. So that's going to be it for this video, and you see how easy it was to draw this with just these shapes. So after watching this, you should not be able to say, Or you should not say, I can't draw anymore. I don't know how to draw, because if you can write, I always said, if you can write, then you can draw. It's just stacking them up, turning them, twisting them, showing it from different angles. All right, that's going to be it, because I will continue to ramble. And that's actually a really good position with the one arm back and the one arm forward. If I brought it down more, see, here we go as the artist. You know, as the artist, if I had this going back, you won't see bicep, but you'll see this arm coming down. That would be pretty sweet. So yeah, it's the arm position. As I say, the hardest thing for dynamic pose is the arm position. You'll see that in the next video, because I talk about the legs and then it goes to the arms. So, all right, that's it. I was gonna say I'm gonna ramble. See you guys in the next video. Thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.